Yo! Let's not get excited now, people. Morbid Angel. Devoted to Braden. Over on the Patreon. Sponsored by Yakult. Alright? Isn't that funny? Yakult. Yahoo! Yakult! What more needs to be said? I don't know where the hell this album comes in the grand scheme of the discography of Morbid Angel. We listened to... what's their flipping debut? Altars of Madness or something. And then we went on and listened to... is it Blessed Are the Sick? Is that the one we listened to? Is it? It may be or it may not have been. But we got we got Domination. Led by the tune Dominate. Having a little gander at the track list. I only know Where the Slime Live. Alright, that's the only tune I know off of this. For obvious reasons, it's one of the more popular numbers, isn't it? Comes with a music video generally. But here we go. We've got death metal. I don't need to say no more. If you're here for a reason. Am I going to slate your favourite death metal band? You're going to have to watch and find out. This one's Dominate. Track number 1. We got 11 tunes. Let's flipping go. I'd listen to some death metal in a minute on this channel. Let's go. Surprisingly coherent lyrics. One of the uglier album covers I've ever seen. It's a madness, the album cover. When was this put out? Pete the Feet. Metal God of Legend says most probably the best death metal album in the world. And this is a controversial one, somebody referenced Nile. This and Nile, Annihilation of the Wicked. Nile doesn't really ever get brought up, as far as I'm concerned, in the commentary I see, in relation to the better death metal acts. I mean, surely it is self-explanatory. Phenomenal band and very unique band in their own right, but you don't really see them put up there with the Cannibal Corpses and the Morbid Angels and the Cryptopsies and the Autopsies and the Suffocations and the Deaths and the like, you know, the upper echelon. Is Autopsy upper echelon? Up for you to decide, but you know, I thought I'd throw them in just for the sake of showing I know traditional death metal. I don't. This is my first time listening to death metal, you know. Come on.
You can never know.
What do you think we're tuned to? Is this maybe D standard? Sounds like it could be E standard tuning. One thing I do have to give to Morbid Angel, which I clocked onto on the last record we heard, I liked their utilisation of shorter songs. Now, don't get me wrong, this album, we're over 3 minutes. But we got one or two here, this song being 2 minutes 40. We got 2 minutes 18. On that record we listened to... I don't think it is Blessed and Sick. We listened to Formulas Fatal to the Flesh, didn't we? I think. I'm not very well versed in the band, so I don't know one from the other, really. But I think we listened to Formulas Fatal to the Flesh, and I liked their utilisation of shorter songs. Because in genuine death metal, it's relatively uncommon as far as I'm concerned. You know, you might get your hardcore crossover and stuff, but we're not listening to hardcore crossover. We're listening to flipping death metal. Where the Slime Live comes up next. I thought this was a good tune. Blast Central. Interesting production value. I'm not going to cast judgment on the sound of the record until we listen to a couple of tunes. Where the Slime Live come up next. Peace.